Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today, as you can tell, I have this rolling cart next to me and I'm going to be sharing with you guys our curriculum check-in to let you guys know, is it working, is it not working, what we're liking about it, how we're doing things now as opposed to the beginning of the year. I know I did a homeschool schedule at the beginning of the year and I shared with you guys our curriculum. A lot of the things we are still using, but I want to share with you guys specifically how we're doing it, how our schedule is, what we like about it, and some of the things of how I'm simplifying it this year in comparison to my previous years of homeschooling. So hopefully this will be like a one-part video. If it gets too long, I might separate like the family group subjects and then the core subjects in another part, but we'll hopefully see if I can do this, guys. Pray that I get this done quickly. I like to chat a lot, so if you guys like to speed it up, there's a little option here on YouTube to speed my voice up, but I like to put earbuds on and listen as I do dishes or dinner and listen to people's videos, so it's super helpful. Hopefully this will give you guys some ideas, or hopefully we're on the same page and we're going through the same old thing and you're like, okay, cool, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna still push through. It's the middle of the year, but we got this. Actually, it's a little bit past the middle of the year, but you know, I'm trying. I know, guys, I haven't been here on YouTube, so I apologize. But if you guys are new here, welcome. If you guys have been subscribed, thank you so much. But I would love for you guys to join my family if you guys are new here. And I share a lot about curriculum on my channel and reviews and what we're doing and our homeschool update and planners and organization, and it's all about homeschool. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So I am gonna get right into it, talk about our family subjects and share with you guys what's going on. So I have a little paper cheat sheet and I wanted to let you guys know, like, first our family group subjects. So let's start with the most important thing in the morning with our family. It's super important for us. We do the morning devotions. We're using How Great Is Our God. I know that Louis Giglio, if that's how you pronounce his name, has a new one that has been out. And I have not ordered it yet because I want to get through this one. We do a lot of our devotions through this. It's very good. The kids learn a lot about science as well. And I love that. I love the combination of, you know, the Bible and talking about science and how it applies to each other. And so this is very good. There is an older version, the indescribable one, that I absolutely love. There's this one, and then there's a third one. That's how popular they are. I know a lot of homeschool moms have them, so I'm not going to talk about it that much. I have flip throughs on my channel when they first came out. And then we're doing a devotion called I Am Devotion, and I talked about it on my channel a lot, so I won't go into it that much. But I like the way that it's laid out. They have a devotion, and then there's a prayer, and then they also have questions, and then they have a little section to go deeper if you want to go into the Bible and have the kids read the scripture and then discussing it, which is super helpful for my kids because I like to, you know, talk with them a little bit in the morning while we're having breakfast and talk about the things that are really important to me. The theme of this year has been loving your neighbor as you love yourself. And that is huge. I'm so passionate about it. My kids probably hear way too much about it, but you know, we live in a world where there's a lot of hatred, but then I think we forget because of the media, social media, and just all the things we see on TV, which I try not to watch that much, but we forget all of the good people that are out there that love us so much and all the good that is going on in this world. So I just hope and pray that, you know, we raise a generation that is loving and kind to others. So I will stop talking about that, but that is something that I like to discuss with them a lot. And a lot of the times when we're reading devotions, it talks about that. So it's very important. So if you're hearing any noise, my heater's going on. Yes, we have a heater in Florida. It's freezing. So the heater's on. And then if you hear any construction going on, it's in my backyard or like back there, there's some construction going on. So if you hear noises, sorry about that. I try my best to make sure that it's quiet, but today is just the day that I wanted to film this video. So that is our devotions, and we read the Bible, we read Psalms, and that is how I do our Bible. There's really no curriculum, but those are good resources. We have like a plethora of Bible devotions throughout the years that I've gotten thrifted or I went on Amazon, so you don't have to go out and buy these things specifically. Also in our morning basket, like this is our group subjects, we learn about art, and this is the art book for children, and I've had this book, I think I thrifted it years ago and I brought it back out. You know, it's nice to revive some old books that you guys have had in the past that you've used when they're little And then, the kids forget so quickly about what they learned years ago. So I think 2 years ago I was using this and a few other books in our morning basket, and I brought it back out. So what I do is I have it open up on top of a bookshelf, and we look at the picture throughout the week, and then once a week I just bring it down, and for our morning basket I read I just read about the actual artist, and we talk about it, we discuss it, and sometimes we might go online and learn more about it. Other times it's just a little brief 5 to 10 minute little art study. So that is what we're doing. It's called the Art Book for Children. I think there's another edition that I might get. It's the second one, but it's a really simple way to keep art study really simple. Now also we do the Good and the Beautiful, so my son and my daughter, they do learn about art study through that. So this is just an extra thing that we do, and we just started doing it after the new year. We did not do it at the beginning of the school year, but it's just such a simple thing to do, and I love sharing with them history and art and like all of the beautiful pieces that there are, and it doesn't have to be that complicated. Like I said, at the beginning of the year I did not do any art study, and I really don't do a whole lot. Since I've started homeschooling, it's just like reading books and showing them pictures and whatever we use in the Good and the Beautiful, and that's it. It sounds really fancy, but it's really actually not fancy. So another thing that we do in our morning basket, and I've been keeping our morning basket so simple, very, very simple. It's just some devotions, which is like the majority of our morning basket. Sometimes, like I said, I do once a week of the art, and then we also do poetry. So if we have some snacks that we made the night before, or if I get some like muffins from the store, my kids are like, poetry tea time. So we do tea, we have the muffins, and we just open up some poems in our favorite poetry books, and we read them. So I love doing that once in a while. We don't do it every day. That is what we do because we have a lot of other things we need to get done. And so I figured if we just make that shorter and more simpler, it's just easier to get the other things that we needed to get done in our homeschool. And that's what I'm going to go into now. We have history and science and Spanish that we do, and we usually do those about once a week. This is our history that we do as a family, and sometimes I read the book. I read a chapter, sometimes I'll read half of the chapter. My kids like me to read it, but sometimes audio is a lot better, so I order the CDs, and we've been listening to that as well. So that's been a lifesaver. I do read a lot, and it's just nice to have someone else read it. Sometimes they read it and I follow along in the book myself so that I am paying attention. My kids are coloring like a color activity book, and then we go over the map work, so that's geography, and then I ask some questions here, and sometimes I share the narrative in here. I never ask them to tell me about what happened in the chapter. This year we're doing it differently. I ask them questions to make sure they're paying attention, but they like it. It's really relaxing. It's therapeutic. You listen to history. Sometimes I pause it and I'll like chat about it. I really have been enjoying doing history with my kids, especially like through this curriculum, Story of the World. We did ancient civilization for 3 years when they're really young, which I'm sure they might not remember, and now this is our second year using it. So we've been working on this for a while. It might go on till next year. So sometimes it takes 2 to 3 years to get through history, but that is fine. There's so much history out there. There's so many excellent curriculums, but we've been just enjoying this, and it's simple, and I like it, and the guy that reads it is really nice. I love the coloring options. They have extra activities to do that they can do if you want to. They have extra literature suggestions that you can get at the library. You don't have to buy it. But last year I did a whole video on it where I went on Amazon and I bought a few books recommended, and we were going to the library last year and getting books to read out loud. This year I've kept it more simple. You see a theme going on. I'm keeping it simple, and whatever books we got on Amazon last year, I am reading this year to them if we have it, because sometimes it's hard to read out loud chapter books and picture books and do the history and do the projects. So if we get to extra books, or if we get to do a project, then we do it. If we can't get to it, then it's okay, and I'm okay with that this year. I'm trying to not put so much pressure on myself, and so if you guys are feeling that way, it's okay to let go of extra things. If you're getting to just the core of history and reading it out loud and asking questions, and that's all you can do, it's fine, and I'm fine with it. As far as science goes, we also have a very relaxed way of doing science. For instance, my son has this transportation book that we read throughout the year. We are not doing it every single week. My daughter, I got her the veterinarian campfire unit study, and that specializes more to things that they like to study on their own, so that a lot of it is science related. So whatever books we get from the library that they're interested in, they read about it. We watch lots of videos on things that they're interested as far as science goes, and that is what we do here in our homeschool for science, going out in nature. There's lots of field trips that we go on, and there's a lot of local classes that we do participate in monthly that gives us a lot of information, and there's lots of times that they get to be with other kids in classes and do science experiments and STEM experiments. So if you can find in your local community some stuff like that to do even once a month, it's really helpful. And we also have like a co-op class that we're a part of where they teach really awesome architecture, building bridges, and they build things with Lego, they build things with cardstock and cardboard, whatever materials that we have. The other day they did domes with like candy, and so it's just fun for them to be able to build structures and learn about it and have a teacher and kids in class on an online Zoom class, which is so fun, and they really enjoy it. Now the last thing that I wanted to talk about is our Spanish. It's called Song School Spanish, book number 2. This is the workbook. I've done a flip through on it. So if you want to look at any of my flip throughs on history or Spanish or our morning baskets, I will try to link them down below. If I don't, you could just search in my channel. But Spanish is once a week, and it's really nice. The worksheet is really doable and simple. Even a young like 1st and 2nd grader can do it, and then my 4th grader does it. So it works out really well for the elementary age, and we are enjoying it. They have lots of lessons. The online computer that we have, there's like an online library, because we purchased stuff from, I think it's called Classical. Let me tell you what it's called, because I forgot. It is called Classical Academic Press. So if you go on Classical Academic Press, there are, I'm like ruining his project over there. If you go on Classical Academic Press, there are like things that you can purchase, and then it's all online. So we watch the videos online, and they do grammar review, and we do the worksheets, and we discuss it. And there's lots of songs, because it's called Song School Spanish. So there's lots of cheesy songs to learn Spanish through that, and we like it. So we try to do it once, or if it's a good week, twice, where we review it. And the goal was to meet up once a week with our other friends, and we're gonna continue to do it, but it just hasn't worked out yet after the new year. But we were gonna continue to do it, and it's just a nice way to get together and do conversational Spanish. And I just love the fact that, you know, the person who teaches Spanish has great pronunciation and I don't, so it's nice to listen to those. And then what's really great is we can review the other lessons that we've done at the beginning of the year and just go through those quickly, because they're really short lessons to reinforce what we've learned. And we're really liking Song School Spanish. They have reviews after every 4 lessons. They have a review of all those 4 lessons, and then you go on for the next 4 lessons, and then you review those. So there are lots of units, and what I really enjoy about Song School Spanish is that it's only a 30 lesson Spanish program for the year. So I do 36 weeks of school or more, and so we get through it. And it's nice that there are some weeks that we might not get to it, so that it's just very doable to get through that Spanish curriculum, and it's not so rigid and structured that you feel like you're gonna miss out on so much stuff, because there's only 30 lessons. That's why I love it a lot. It takes off the pressure of trying to do like 40, lessons for the year, and then you don't do 40 weeks of school, you only do 36, you have to cram it all in. So that's what I would say that I like about this Spanish, and we've done Spanish 1 with them as well. So that is it, guys, for the group subjects. I will have my second video, because I'm noticing the time, it's going on really long. I'll have my second video, and I'll share with you guys what I like about their core subjects, which is math and language for my 2nd and my 4th grader. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'm looking at my paper to see if I've missed anything. Yeah, that is everything. Hope that these videos are encouraging to you guys, letting you guys know what is working for us and what we're doing and how we're keeping things more simple this homeschool year. Let me know if you guys have any things that you guys are doing in your homeschool that you want to share with the community down in the comments below. I would love to hear that. And I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful homeschool week, and I will see you guys in my next video, which will be a continuation of this. Thanks guys for watching, and again, subscribe to my channel. It's free, it supports my channel, and I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.